Aquarius, welcome to my channel. This is going to be a look at the next 72 hours for you. Of course, any information that you may be looking for will be listed in the description, so just check there. If you want to see future readings, make sure you subscribe so you never miss a beat. And let's go ahead and jump straight into your reading. So first card we have, Aquarius, is the Page of Pentacles. So the Page of Pentacles, you're trying to figure out whether or not you should trust someone is the first message I'm getting. There could be a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo individual specifically in your life, and you're kind of questioning like, okay, is this person trustworthy? Is this somebody who I can take serious? Should I be trying to invest my energy into this connection? You're just trying to see what makes the most sense when it comes to dealing with this person. Also, the Page of Pentacles does talk about you trying to grow either a business or a side hustle into something that could potentially make you some serious money, especially if you have been doing like the traditional route when it comes to your career and feeling like maybe the speed in which you're making money isn't necessarily like your speed. So the Page of Pentacles is like, okay, let me see what my opportunities are for me to make more money or for me to expand what I already have going on. There could also be a friends with benefits connection where you're questioning whether or not it's still worth it to nurture this, especially if this person is making it pretty clear that they don't really want anything super serious or to the degree in which you may want a connection. And that could just be maybe a deal breaker for you or something you just kind of question. I also see time management could be a thing. Like, what are you pouring your time or your energy into day in and day out? And is it making you feel like you're making progress or growth the way that you may envision or want to see yourself do so? Now, going into finance and career, I have the Five of Pentacles. So you could be in a space of just wanting to step away from anything that feels like it's a financial drain. So you could be cutting back on useless expenses. You could be cutting back on wasting money on certain subscriptions. You could be even feeling like you want to leave a job where financially it feels like it's hindering you from making the amount of money you could potentially make. Some of you guys may have recently left your job and you're now wondering like, okay, will my finances pick up or improve now that I've, separated myself from a path that doesn't necessarily like produce wealth. Now, when it comes to your love life, we have the Three of Wands. So with your love life, for my singles, you could be deciding to turn your back on any past connection and just move forward. You may have been wondering for a while, like, okay, is this person going to come back with a changed attitude, changed energy? And since time has kind of transpired or time has went on, you could be in a space to where it's like, you know what, I'm just going to turn my attention elsewhere or towards, my personal growth or other new opportunities that could potentially come in, since this person, it's taking them a while to maybe change or evolve in the way that they operate. Also, the Three of Wands does talk about thinking about the long term. You could be in a space of no longer wanting connections that are just cool for the meantime, only wanting connections where it makes sense, like we're going somewhere. You have visions of taking things further just like I do. You also could be considering maybe moving to a different area and wondering if your luck will be better, not only just in love, but in your career too. So it could be a move where it's like, yeah, maybe I have a chance of meeting people who are more my speed. Now, the challenge, I do have the Seven of Wands. So the challenge may be defensiveness. This could be defensiveness from people outside of you, family members, co-workers, a love interest, there could be just this defensive nature that's kind of coming up from others. So make sure you're not allowing yourself to be energetically around people who are just super, super, like I said, defensive or wanting to argue. Also, the challenge could be you being overprotective of self. You could be in a space to where you don't really trust people, and it makes you feel like you have to block yourself off from everyone, but not allowing anybody into your space, especially people who do care about you, can be very lonely or isolating. The challenge could also be staying resilient. You could have certain obstacles that you've been trying your hardest to get past, and it's been testing your level of resilience or your ability to continue to be resilient. Now, the advice for you with the Five of Wands, I would stay away from environments or people who just seem to want to, again, have misunderstanding or problems. It is not your job to be trying to undo other people's narratives about you. It's not your job to even take on other people's problems. That could also be another thing to watch out for. There could be certain people who want you to take on their issues and to take on their problems in a way where it's just gonna leave you with baggage and issues that just could have been avoided. I would also stay away from people who are just energetically problematic, okay? Now, the outcome for this time frame, we have the Knight of Swords. So the outcome of this time frame, you could be really focused and driven mentally. You could be very clear on what you're trying to accomplish during this time frame and not stopping at anything to basically get there. Like, you're going to be unstoppable by the end of this time period because you're very clear on your plans. Also, with the Knight of Swords, you could be a bit irritated with somebody who's very inconsistent, like very on and off in your life. One second they want to talk, the next second they don't. You could be deciding to cut this person off. Yeah, there could also be some sort of moment where you go off too on somebody after some sort of like misunderstanding. But this is what I see. I hope that this did give you insight in regards to what you can expect for this time period. If you did enjoy, definitely thumbs up the video, subscribe so you never miss a beat. Like I said, check out the description. I have some really cool readings listed on there if you do want to get one. And I will see my Aquarius in the next one. Bye, y'all.